Hey guys, so Penguin Teen has challenged me to recap Elias's story in the first 2 books as fast as possible. Are they serious? As fast as possible? Have they seen these books? Alright, whatever, here we go. We meet soldier Elias Veturius, who wants to escape Blackcliff Academy, a school which trains young students to become super evil masks. However, escaping is an offense punishable by death. By the way, the headmaster of that school, the commandant, she also happens to be Elias's mother, who abandoned him as a baby and now shows no emotion for him as an adult. Just as he's ready to escape, Elias is chosen by the Empire's holy men, the Augurs, as one of 4 aspirants to partake in the trials. The trials will determine who becomes emperor, and Elias is considered a favorite to win, considering he's kind of a badass. Elias's best friend Helene Akela is also chosen. They share a strong bond, and maybe something more. Elias meets the commandant's new slave, Laia, and is instantly intrigued by her. He detests his mother's treatment of her, particularly her violent torture as a form of punishment. Elias and Helene compete in the first trial and barely escape an assassination attempt by the other competitors, their foes, twin brothers Marcus and Zach. In the second trial, Elias faces supernatural creatures thought to be myths. He sacrifices himself for Helene and puts himself in grave danger. Helene heals him, revealing a supernatural power he didn't know she had, but that's actually pretty useful. Later, Elias helps Laia recover from a wound inflicted by the commandant. He's starting to feel some things for her, romantic things, but Helene is not having it. In the third trial, the aspirants face off against each other and instructed to fight to the death. Elias refuses to participate, but the cost is too high and he has to enter the battle. He ends up victorious, but is shattered by the knowledge that he killed many of his friends. This victory is rewarded with Elias being gifted a night with Laia. Hey, get your mind out of the gutter, he's a total gentleman, okay? But as they share their troubled past with each other, the tension rises and they share a not-so-chaste kiss. In the fourth and final trial, the commandant tells the aspirants that to win the trial, they need to kill Laia. Elias can't bear to hurt her, though Helene begs him to so that he'll become emperor. During their argument, Marcus kills Laia, making Marcus the new emperor. He declares Helene as his blood shrike and throws Elias in prison, sentencing him to execution. At his execution, Laia rescues Elias. Surprise, she's alive! She says that she'll help him escape if he helps her break her brother out of prison. Elias agrees, they flee with the Empire hot on their heels. And into Torch we go. When we pick up with Elias, he and Laia are escaping the masks. After several close battles, they reach the wall of the city. Remember the commandant? Well, she's back. And after a battle, Elias beats her and escapes on horseback with Laia. Elias soon realizes that while he fought the commandant, she poisoned him, her own son! Ugh, worst! Laia takes control of the journey, and while unconscious, Elias finds himself in a forest where he meets a mysterious figure called the Soul Catcher. Elias and Laia travel to a dangerous outpost, hoping to find an antidote to the poison that's slowly killing Elias. Laia tracks down a medicine that will slow down the poison. A fight with bandits ensues, and our heroes escape by the skin of their teeth. The medicine is not a cure though, and the Soul Catcher tells Elias that, sorry yo, you're gonna die. When talking with the Soul Catcher, Elias learns about the mysterious jinn who are trapped in the forest. Elias and Laia meet up on the road with Keenan, the spy who helped Laia during her undercover mission, and with Izzy, the servant who befriended Laia at the commandant's house. Elias and Keenan love each other! No, I'm kidding, they can't stand each other. On their way to Koth, the group detours through Noor and realize the Empire, including Helene, is hunting them. Elias reaches out to a tribe that owes him a favor and asks for protection. The tribe creates a great diversion to help our crew escape. Elias encounters Helene during the escape, rescuing her from being trampled by an angry mob. They have an emotional goodbye and she lets him go. After the escape, Elias continues to get sicker and sicker, and he realizes that he really needs to go ahead to Koth prison to rescue Darn alone before he dies. By the way, this is a bad idea. The Soul Catcher takes him on a little detour before finally transporting him to Koth faster than he could have made it himself. Elias breaks into Koth and discovers that Darren is dead, and Elias is captured by the vicious, creepy, and horrifically awful Warden of Koth. Now a prisoner himself, Elias is interrogated by the Warden, primarily about Laia, and he also discovers that Darren's actually alive, yay! Elias gets word that Laia is attempting a rescue. The plan calls for an enormous fire, but it spreads way too fast, and while trying to escape with Darren, Elias succumbs to poison and smoke, and dies. Elias wakes up in the waiting place and begs the soul catcher to let him fulfill his promise to Laia to rescue her brother. The soul catcher agrees to let him back to the land of the living if he agrees to take her place as soul catcher once he finishes his task. Elias returns to his body and escapes with Laia. They save as many scholar prisoners as they can, and then they get the hell out of Dodge. Elias is now chained to the waiting place as soul catcher, where he must help spirits pass from the land of the living to the land of the dead. Elias visits Laia and they share a passionate kiss before he has to return to his duties in the forest, where we will find him in A Reaper at the Gates.